Okay. Hi, guys. Welcome. Free yes or no's in the chat if you're interested. Also, if you want to skip the line or you want a more in depth reading, then you can check out the link in the bio, guys. All right. Happy Friday. Why does that look like that? I don't understand. Let me try to fix that if I can. Modify. Okay. Ugh, why does that look like that? I don't know why that E looks like that, but we're just going to have to roll with it. Let me see something. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can play some music. Hi, Natasha. Do you have a yes or no question, Natasha? I can answer it for you. Let's see if I can play some music, but not get copywritten. Hold on. Switch account. Let me see. Yep, you can. So it's a live question and answer. It's a free yes or no in the chat. If you would like to skip the line or if you want a more in-depth reading, then you can click the link in the bio. That's what's going on tonight, guys. Let me play some music for us. Oh my God. Okay, I think that's good. So if anybody has a yes or no question, then you can shoot it at me and then we'll start rolling them out. Hopefully the music's not too bad. Hi Jay. I am doing and feeling well. Thank you. How are you? I'm doing pretty good right now. Can't lie. I'm super excited for October season, guys. It's like my favorite time of the year, which is fall. So I'm excited about that. I hope you're doing well too, Jay. Nobody has a question? All right. All right, Therian. Is Sag on their way back to you? Is the Sag on their way back to you? Let's see. All right. We have the Five of Swords. So I would say no. Five of Swords is like, you guys, someone said I'm still thinking. I'm dying. All right. Five of Swords is a no because the Five of Swords shows like heavy tension between you guys right now. You guys could have had a really bad argument, or someone said something that cut very deeply. It's going to take some time. Whoever the Sagittarius could be seeing you as their rival right now. So I would say no. They could be trying to stand their ground, if that makes sense. Hi, Ian. All right, Yin, will you be in a relationship by the end of this year? Will Yin be in a relationship by the end of this year? Yes or no? Six of Cups, yes, and it could be someone that you're very familiar with. If it's not someone that you know, it feels very strongly as someone that you know, and they're going to come in with a lot of generosity. But if it's not someone that you know, this will be a new person that, um, like, they really know your interests. They know how to make you feel very comfortable. It's a very comforting, nostalgic type of energy coming towards you. Whoever this is will be very generous towards you or very generous with their love offer towards you. Okay. All right. Jamaica, Jamaica, what did I say? Jamaica, Jamaica. There we go. Jamaica, is love coming in for you? Yes or no? Is love coming in for Jamaica? Not Jamaica. All right, is love coming in for Jamaica? Yes or no? Oh, Six of Wands, yes. Whoever this is could be like a big social butterfly or a big extrovert. They have a lot of pride by like getting a lot of recognition. They could have a really great reputation. They're very successful. They're kind of like the MVP or the champ. So whoever this is could be very confident, could be a Leo, very prideful in like their successes and their achievements, and also has a lot of favor from their friends, their family. Your friends and family could really like this person for you. So I would say yes. I would say it's a yes. I like that you guys are like struggling to ask questions. I mean, that means that you guys are super satisfied in life and things should be going very well for you. And you have a lot of things going on. So you're not really in your head about a lot of stuff. So it's good for me. I think that's good. I think that's good. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're watching, don't be shy. If you're watching and you're like scared to ask a question, don't be shy. And I don't know why my E looks like that, y'all. I don't know why it looks like that. I don't know. Okay, that's not on purpose. All right, Therian, will you get a work from home job soon? Will Therian get a work from home job soon? Yes or no? Will Therian get a work from home job soon? Yes or no? All right, Two of Swords. I feel like the work from home job is going to come towards you soon, but you're going to be indecisive about taking it. It may not pique your interest. It may not be something that you're necessarily excited about, or something maybe with the salary is not something that you may feel like you can have a better offer. So I see you being indecisive. You may be like, maybe I don't want this. Maybe I'll just wait for the next big thing to come in. All right. I do see though, if you don't take the offer, you'll be in your head about it with the moon. You could feel like maybe I should have just took this until something else better comes along. Usually when you take a job, you're so busy with the job, it's hard for you to continue to put in applications and search for jobs. You kind of like get winded by how much you have to do. So that could be a situation where you're like, I want to stay focused on what's for me, but I also see you maybe having like regrets if you don't take the job. Okay. Sand is is you the romantic partner I'm destined to build a life with? Okay. So for Sand, is you the romantic partner that Sand is destined to build a life with? Yes or no? Y'all let me know if the music's too loud if y'all want me to turn it down, okay? Three of Pentacles, I feel like you is going to be a very reliable partner. This is like someone who you have like great coexistence with. You guys kind of complement each other very well. You guys are able to get a lot of progress done together. This is someone like that's very reliable. Like if you know that if you need them in any way, they're going to show up for you. If there's something that you can't do, for yourself and you need them to show up for you very like strongly with that, this is someone who has your back. It's like the perfect partner, like you being cohesive with this person. They're your ride or die. They got your back. You guys work well together. So I would say yes with you, whoever you is. I see a lot of growth with that relationship as well. So like, sometimes you date people, you don't feel like there's lack of progress or you don't see it growing anywhere special. But with you, I definitely see that for you guys. Ooh, sorry guys, I have the chills. It's so cold in here. Oh shit. Sorry. I was gonna drop a reading on the channel, but I did a lot of readings today and I'm kind of like tired. So I felt like doing a live and just doing 3 questions would be good. If you guys can't really think of any questions, by the way, like don't force yourself. I will probably be doing this again tomorrow night and Sunday night. So if things pop up in your head overnight or throughout the weekend that you want clarity on, then I will be here those 2 nights doing this again, okay? Yes, you can ask however many yes or no questions that you would like. I don't mind. I'm here for the ride, okay? I'm just chilling right now. Because after this, I'm gonna take a shower and lay down and probably like watch like a really cozy movie. So I just want to do this. And again, I'll be doing this tomorrow and Sunday as well. So if you guys come across any significant questions or themes that you want me to cover and do a free yes or no on those days, I will be here. So just keep that in mind. And also tell your friends who are into tarot or spirituality as well that they can come and get their free questions as well. All right. Oh, I should probably post on YouTube that I'm not YouTube, on Instagram that I'm doing free questions. That's fake of me. Who is this? I need a photo to post it. Oh, I can use this photo. What are y'all doing tonight? Are y'all just staying in the house? What are y'all up to? And what time is it where you guys are? I see your question, Sam. Let me just post this really quickly. I'm not really on my shit right now. Hold on. I should have posted this so everybody can get their free questions. Hello. Okay, this is two. Okay. 1 second. I'm about to answer your question. Okay. I'm like a grandma on the social media. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Please tell me that gave me the link. Thank you. All right, cool. We just posted that. All right. Stan, you said, was I wrong to think you takes me for granted or doesn't value me the same depth that I do? I have felt hurt and unseen, overlooked by him, but was I wrong to believe that? All right. So was Stan wrong to think that you takes them for granted and doesn't value them the same depth that sand values you? Was sand wrong to think that you take them for granted? Yes or no? All right, we have justice, so I would say no. Because justice is like what's fair is fair, what's balanced. It's also energy of like, what's fair. Like if you're gonna take someone to court, and they didn't treat you fairly, or you're taking them to civil court because they promised something and they weren't able to deliver, but that was the agreement, then that's kind of like justice. So I would say no, you're not wrong to think that. Also, you have the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, which shows that you put in a deep level of commitment towards you and you feel like you didn't get that back. And this is the greatest level of commitment here. This is the greatest level of effort. And also, your behavior and your actions stood with what you said that you would do. So you're very reliable and you kind of like, didn't break any promises. So I would say no, you're not wrong for that. Oh, okay. Sorry, Natasha. Oh my God. Sorry, my bad. Let me check. Let me get my notebook too so I can stay on task. Hold on. All right. Natasha, I'm gonna put your name on the screen, okay, so that when you watch this back, you can um, find your place. All right, so we're doing Natasha right now. All right, Natasha said, my boyfriend just moved out. Wait, is this the first question? Hold on. Yes, it is. You said, my boyfriend just moved out today and we have decided to live separately. Should I move on and detach completely or will the relationship be better now? Should Natasha move on and detach completely or will the relationship be better now that he has moved out? All right. One thing that you should anticipate is that you guys will be able to still see each other quite a bit and there may be a pickup in communication as well. All right. So I have the Eight of Wands here and the Three of Wands. So you should anticipate a lot of consistent communication, you guys traveling back and forth to where each other are, and trying to make an effort to like stay close. So I do see that. Now we do have the Two of Pentacles. This could have happened, like spiritually. This could have happened because maybe you were having a hard time juggling the relationship and prioritizing yourself. So it's something like the universe wanted you to prioritize yourself more, have more dedication to your goals and your personal, independent, individual life away from him. So maybe this is just allowing you to see the bigger picture for your life and where you're headed. We have the Six of Pentacles here. You also could see that as you start to give more to yourself, like if you are detaching and you are prioritizing yourself more, he's going to put in more of an effort or be more generous with his time, with his communication, maybe with dates, with gifts, with money. He'll be more generous, maybe because this is something that he's not used to, is you putting in more of an effort towards yourself versus the relationship. We have the Wheel, so things are going to be turning around for you. If things were getting really bad between you two, and that's the reason why he had to leave, you could see that the wheel is going to be turning. So things are going to be a little bit more positive. Communication is going to get better. You're going to get better effort from him. He's going to be more generous. You could expect that almost immediately, okay? We do have the Ace of Swords here. So there's some type of closure that you weren't able to get while you guys were living together that he's going to be speaking his truth when you guys are apart. So let's see what that's about. There's something that you're confused about in the relationship that you weren't able to get him to express to you face to face when you guys were living together, but he will be expressing this when he has moved out. Okay, could be about cheating or could be about, like, something deceptive that happened that you still are very confused about. You can't really come to a conclusion that he wasn't cheating, or you can't come to a conclusion that he was. Like, it's up in the air. But there's gonna be some type of truth about that, that he's going to express to you. I don't know, maybe his conscience, he'll be coming clean about that. Nine of Pentacles. This will even further make you a little bit more detached towards yourself and having more independence, especially financially. You will be like thinking like, okay, he did that to me when we're living together. Who knows what he's doing when he's away? So I need to really start putting myself first, just in case if anything happens, I'm not down and out. I'm not the one who's going to be sad and sorry, basically. Okay. Then we have the Ten of Swords as the last card. So this does talk about maybe like depressive episodes that you could be going through or he could be going through. This can talk about maybe having a really devastating ending to something. Maybe it comes from that truth that may be coming out. What's the Ten of Swords? This could just be the hurt from that truth, you know? All right, Knight of Swords. So again, I think you will be feeling the weight of whatever this truth is that he will express to you once he has gotten settled in his new place and you guys, I guess, become closer. He will be sharing this truth with you. With that Ten of Swords, it could be very devastating news. With that Knight of Swords, this is him trying to seize this opportunity. It's almost like trying to save the relationship so that it doesn't crumble. Maybe he feels like you're detaching, you're moving away, you're feeling very guarded. He could be really trying really desperately to cling on or to try to save the situation. Eight of Wands, again, you're going to see this through a lot of communication, always showing up to your house again, making a lot of dates, traveling to come see you a lot. He's going to try to hold on to this very strongly once he reveals this truth or when the truth comes out. So, will it make your relationship better? I feel like it will when it comes to his effort that he puts in, but I also feel like the main goal or the purpose of this is for you to prioritize yourself, for you to kind of be strong in your independence. And there's also like clarity coming from this once he moves out about maybe something deceptive or something sneaky that you feel like has he has done, but you couldn't really place your finger on it. Okay, so I see that. From this, I just see you being more independent. So you may find that you're not really as interested as being in a relationship. The relationship is cool. He's being very generous. That's cool. But you might find yourself really enjoying your individualism and being in the home by yourself. I feel like you'll have some enjoyment out of that. Also, be careful of like maybe a depressive episode where from learning this truth, it kind of puts you in a, dark space where you may really get detached. But I see him really trying to chase after you and save the situation from that. Okay. So that's what I see from that. And then let me go to your second question. And also, I'm sorry about that because that doesn't sound nice at all. But I do see something about like his guilty conscience, and he'll be putting in so much effort. Also, the thought of losing you behind whatever that is, you'll see he's putting in a lot of effort. I don't know what that will mean to you at that point. That feels like you could be like very focused on yourself at that point. Your second question, you said, what does spirit want me to know right now? Whatever comes out. All right. Spirit, what do you want Natasha to know at this time? Anything of significance that she needs to know? What do you want her to know? Okay, so again, it's talking about your detachment of some sort. All right. Like maybe when you guys were still living together before you guys decided to live separately, You just were not liking him in some type of way. He could have really been giving you the ick. This is significant to, like, living with your partner, and when they come to kiss you, you're just like, "Ooh," like, or if they're trying to have sex, you're like, "Not tonight," you know? So there's some type of energy that was happening, but you couldn't really understand why you were feeling that way. You may have even felt guilty about feeling like this, okay? But a big reason that you're feeling this way, the universe is kind of reassuring you, like, listen, your feelings are valid because this situation put a lot of pressure on you. It could have been very daunting. It could have been very tiring, exhausting in some sort. It was a big burden on your back. And so this is why you didn't have the energy to really thrive in the connection. This is why you weren't feeling sexy time. This is why you didn't want the motherfucker to kiss you, okay? And the universe wants you to take part in your friendships and your social circle. You're going to be invited a lot of places. The holiday season is coming up. If there's any parties or gatherings that you're invited to, even if you're not feeling your best, try to get dressed up and go because this could be very healing for you. So make sure that you're putting yourself out there. Connect with your friends again, you know? It's kind of like being in a happily single energy, even though you're not single. Like, get your mojo back, basically, and reassuring yourself to know that you're that girl and living your life. And if he made a mistake, that's his loss. 'Cause you're awesome. So that's what I see. Also, the rest of the year is gonna go by really fast, so you don't wanna, like, be December 31st, like, "Oh my god, the rest of the year went by so fast that I just kinda sat around and moped." You wanna be like, "Oh my god, that the year went by fast and I had a ball," you know? So, you wanna kinda think about who do you wanna be by the end of the year? Do you wanna be the sad girl or the happy girl? And you gotta push yourself to do that because it's not something that comes naturally. You really have to, like, make a choice to be that every day, okay? So that's what I have for you, Natasha, and thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Hi, Nicole. Or is it just Nicole? And then you just put all those E's. All right. And shoot. Sorry, guys. Hold on one second. Let me take this off the screen really quickly. Guys, I am doing free yes or no's in the chat, but if you do click the link in the bio and you do purchase a question, then you skip the line. All right. So we do have some more people in line here. Let me see. This is okay, Briaris. I think that's how you say your name. If I'm saying it incorrectly, then please let me know, okay? Correct me. Also, keep in mind, if you are booking on the link, I am going to be putting your name on the screen so that you can watch this back in your free time. If you do not want me to use a certain name, make sure you put the preferred nickname in the booking, okay? All right, oh Jesus. Briaris? Okay. I'm sorry. All right, Briaris, you want to know, oh my goodness, how is this poly relationship going to go with the rich girl I've been dating for a month now? Oh, this is juicy. All right, so how is this poly relationship going to go with the rich girl that Briaris has been dating for a month now? Tell me about that situation. How is that poly relationship going to go? How can Briaris expect this poly relationship to go with the rich girl that they've been dating for a while now? Okay. Oh, okay. All righty. So, what do we have here? All right. We have the Three of Pentacles. So, you guys could get along very well, or things could be very like mutable and very adaptable, like whoever the other person is. All of you guys could get along very well, or there's no drama. It's very cohesive with Three of Pentacles. Excuse me. All right, we do have the Four of Cups. So I feel like whoever this rich girl is, she gets bored extremely fast. She gets bored very easily, okay? Let's see why that is. 9 of Pentacles, maybe because she has it all. Like you said, she's rich, and the 9 of Pentacles is like luxury lifestyle. Also, 9 of Pentacles is very like, you stand very firm in your independence. So you really enjoy being independent. You are financially independent. You're very mature. You're wise. You kind of are fine with just being on your lonesome. You don't really crave company usually. Okay. So she could just be like maybe a loner at times. And she also could get bored in relationships quite a bit. She could have tried to be like in one on one relationships, but she could have been always like the cheater. So she figured out poly life is for her. All right, so whatever. Ace of Wands. Right now, you're on fire to her. You are very highly desirable to her, or very attractive to her. She could really like your sex at this time too. So the sex is very exciting. But the Ace of Wands needs more to keep it going. Ace of Wands is like when you light a match. Oops. You see how that fizzles so quickly? It's like it needs to have more excitement to keep things going. So keep that in mind. Like you guys are maybe having really good sex right now. You guys are having a lot of fun. She loves your body, but she gets bored quickly. So she may be looking for a lot of excitement moving forward. She'll get like kind of used to whatever you're giving at this time. So you're gonna have to like kick it up a notch eventually. All right, we have the star here as well. Okay, this could be a very healing kind of company or situation for one of you. Someone here needs like some type of healing. So this situation could be like a really great distraction right now for whoever is going through that healing moment. All right. Also, too, something that she desires about you could be your skin, because the star always gives me like spa, or maybe how you keep yourself really clean, or like, clean cut. I don't know. That's something that she really likes about you, is how clean you are, or your very glowy, beautiful skin. Okay. So that's something that she admires a lot, is like your aesthetic when it comes to like your skin, your hair. Something's very clean cut, something's very refreshing. All right, we have the 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands usually feels like you don't have support, and you have to like prove yourself, but you don't really have the support of like a friend or a family member or your lover. So you may find yourself always having to prove yourself to her, but not feeling like she's really backing you with that. So that could pose a problem. Let me see. What's the 7 of Wands? Yeah, 4 of Swords, okay? Also, I see you doing really nice things, but they could go unnoticed, but this could be because she's, like, very full of herself and she gets bored easily. So, again, something that's gonna really stick out to this woman, is excitement. So you're gonna have to come with this, spontaneous energy, or show her some new tricks, because anything that you may feel like you're really doing to show her or motivate her, she may have already been there, done that, or she's just overlooks quite a bit. Okay. The Fool. I definitely see this relationship changing you. You could be really prone to poly relationships after this. So if this doesn't have the longevity that you're looking for, you could find yourself looking for other, poly relationships in the future. The Fool is kind of like a new thing for you. This is fresh or new, and it's something that you tend to adopt, this new way of living eventually. So she's going to be probably your first poly relationship, but not your last. Okay. And if you do try to move on from her, she is very possessive. Okay. So she overlooks people, but then she gets possessive over them. So she's kind of confusing at times, but maybe that's the thrill. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Briaris. And thank you so much. Thank you. That was a juicy one. All right. Wait, is that the right one? Okay. Yin. This one is for you. And thank you, Yin. All right. You want to know what's the next blessing coming towards you? Okay, let's see. Let me change this. All right, what's the next wait, let me make sure I'm saying this correctly. Cool. What's the next blessing coming towards yin? What's the next blessing coming towards yin? Give me some messages. Tell me about the next blessing coming towards yin. All right, you have a couple blessings coming towards you. So I am getting a big theme about, hi, Lisa. I'm getting a big theme about work or whatever you do for work. You could be getting more productive with work. It's going to be very easy for you to get your tasks done. You're not going to get tired throughout the day. You're kind of like, achieving a lot here. There's a lot of moving parts in your career or business or whatever you do for money. You also could be stepping into a position of leadership. So you could be moving into a role as a manager, as a boss, CEO. You're like kind of leading here. You're going to hold some type of greater deal of responsibility, which comes with more money. All right. So I do see that happening for you. All right, we have the lover. So again, it's just a very healthy vibe. You making really good decisions to stay disciplined. Also, just being very productive, and you're going to see a lot of progress from that. Okay. We do have the Seven of Pentacles here. Seven of Pentacles usually is about patience and waiting. But if this is a blessing for you, this talks about something that you've waited a long time for, that you've been very patient for, finally coming true. You finally being able to reap that harvest. So let's see what that is. All right, the tower. It's something shocking or unexpected that's happening. So you're gonna shock yourself, maybe because you felt like you would have to wait a little bit longer. Could be this promotion coming in for you. Why did it look like my hair was on fire? All right, could be this promotion coming up for you or this leadership role that is gonna bring you a lot more money. But let's see what else we can get here. All right, it's tied to something that you've lost. Okay, so you've had some type of, maybe you're having a big transformation because you went through some type of loss, some type of thing that is like sorrowful for you, something that you didn't want to give up, but you had to. And I see you becoming like the marionette from that. So the marionette is all about like tons of self discipline, a lot of self control, being on a heavy routine, having like a very ritualized life. And that brings a lot of progress towards you. So you may see that like when it comes to certain goals of yours, you're being able to meet certain checkpoints or have certain achievements faster than back then, whenever this was in your life. So if it was a relationship and you went through a breakup, maybe that relationship was kind of slowing you down from your personal goals. Now you're going to see throughout this season of fall that you're going to be hitting those goals really fast. And it could shock you because you thought maybe you would need more patience to be able to get these blessings, but they're coming in really fast. And it's coming because you're so disciplined now. You could be ultra focused on your goals and your manifestations. Another big blessing that's coming towards you is getting out of your head. So if you were overthinking a lot about yourself, very self-critical, um, having a lot of fears about the future, you're gonna be cutting that noise out. That's not gonna be a problem anymore. And that also is gonna allow you to get ahead a lot faster as well. If you've had a lot of insomnia, like you don't have a good sleep schedule, I see you getting on a really good sleep schedule, being in bed at a certain time, you know, turning the phone down, or maybe playing something to go to bed and getting a good night's sleep, and that's gonna improve your health and your mental health, okay? What's the Nine of Swords? All right, Three of Cups as well. You could have been really in your head about your social life, like making friends or being around your friends or going to events, going to parties and being seen, socializing with new people. That could have really been high anxiety alert for you, where you kind of like wanna express yourself, but you end up fumbling because you're just so much in your head, you're coming out of that. So you could see a big upgrade in your social life, maybe gaining more friends, meeting new people, going out more, having more fun in your life without just overthinking it so much, which is great. 9 of Cups as well. Life is gonna be going really well for you once you kinda cut out that noise, and it's happening naturally. So this is not like advice. This is a blessing coming towards you. And once that happens, you'll find yourself feeling very emotionally secure, a lot of emotional fulfillment, maybe from these new connections that you'll be having. And the Nine of Cups also is like being spoiled by the universe. So you may be very spoiled in your social life, meeting really great friends, getting new offers and opportunities through them, going to the best parties, the hottest parties in town, being invited to very exclusive spaces. So look out for that. I feel like anything that you had a lot of fear around and it kind of stopped your progress or stopped you from going after your dreams, that's going to be cut out very soon for you. Yeah, you're gonna be just fine. So if you are overthinking right now about like, how's life gonna be for me in the next month or this month? Am I gonna be okay? Am I gonna be confident enough? Everything's gonna be just okay. You're gonna have hit a big place of stability. And not only with how you feel inside, but also your finances. I see this big promotion coming up for you. So that's what I have for you, Yin. And I'm so happy to see you in the chat. I hope you're doing well. Alrighty. Let's see. Anybody else? All right, one more person, guys, and then we'll jump back into the free yes or no's, okay? But thank you to everybody who donated tonight. That means a lot to me, obviously. So thank you. All right, we have Jason. You're welcome, Yin. Thank you for sticking it out with me, girl. All right, let's see. Hi, Jason, by the way. Hopefully you're here. All right. What does Jason's spirit team want Jason to know? So, Spirit, what do you want Jason to know at this time? What do you want Jason to know at this time? All right. There's some type of emotional theme coming through for you that you're going to have. Hi, Jason, that you're going to have a second chance with. Oh, this is a soulmate. So on the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups, and you're showing up as the King of Cups. So cute. All right. So this Queen of Cups, she is right now the Page of Pentacles. So she's afraid to take a risk with you. That means she's afraid to invest in like some type of commitment. She may feel like this could fail. She may feel like she may not be good enough. So there's like holding back and being afraid to like fully jump in with 2 feet. Okay. But that's going to change very soon. First, what's needed, the universe is letting me know that the Seven of Pentacles. So there's patience here. You're going to have to be a little bit more patient with whoever this Queen of Cups is. She's just a little bit fearful right now, but she's going to step out of that eventually. What deck do I want to use? No, let's use tarot. Four Swords is here as well. Maybe the universe wants you to not like watch the time. Don't watch the clock. Like it's taking some time, maybe longer than you would like, but you also may have an energy of watching the clock, which makes it even longer. There are certain things that you could be focused on right now for your own personal goals that could bring you a lot of fulfillment and also pass the time quicker. So pay attention to that. Like if you find yourself just waiting and longing, try to distract yourself, stay busy. That will allow the time to move by faster. All right, Three of Swords is here too. You also have some healing that you may need to do because you are disappointed or hurt by something. So going within and asking yourself certain questions. Why do I feel this way? Why am I hurt by this? What would I like to happen? Setting that intent and then letting it go, you will see that time moves a little bit more faster. You guys are going to have a second chance with the judgment card here. Let's see how that will happen for you. Same about the judgment card. All right, we have the death card. So this is a judgment being clarified by the death is like this had to end to bring a new beginning in. The death card also lets me know that when this relationship comes back towards you, it'll be completely different than what it was before. So everything that you knew about this girl before and what she knew about you, you guys will be two different, totally transformed people when you guys come back together, and the relationship will be totally different. Things that were really like drama or like chaos or big deals won't even matter by the time that you guys come back together. It's a fresh start here, okay? And there's transformation. You'll be totally different. She's going to be glowing up in a special way as well. All right, Page of Wands is just good news coming to your door. So you will discover after a little bit of waiting that there will be a second chance. All right, we also have the King of Cups. So one good thing is that in this wait, and maybe even in your disappointment, your heart is not turning cold, which is super special because not too many people can say that, right? So you still are going to be very emotionally open. You also could grow in emotional maturity. So regulating your emotions a little bit more, being a little bit more logical or rational when she does come through, you will be totally prepared to receive her. And she's the Queen of Cups as well. So she's going to be very emotionally open, very nurturing towards you, very compassionate. There's a very genuine interest in wanting to get back together when this unfolds. All right, Two of Swords. There's some type of indecision here that's coming up. Literally, with the Ace of Swords here too, something about like facing the facts or facing the truth. There's some type of indecision around something that she may be going through when she comes towards you. What is that? Knight of Wands. Hmm. Okay, I don't know who's the Knight of Wands. I don't know if you may feel like you are having a hard time trusting that this is gonna have longevity or if she's gonna be in and out, or if you may have a hard time feeling like you're wanting a relationship, a commitment when she is coming towards you. Like, as the time is passing, you might find yourself into the Knight of Wands, like, kind of a little bit more spontaneous, not really looking for a commitment. So there's indecision around commitment. Now she's having that indecision right now, but it could be a mirroring situation that in the future, when she comes towards you, you will have still a great deal of love for her, but you may not be in a situation where you may feel like I want to commit to this. I may want my freedom romantically. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. You may be, Mr. Suave by that time. So I don't know. All right. I don't know, Jace. I don't know. All right, Jason. That's what I have for you. Thank you again, like always, Jason, for always supporting me. I appreciate you so much. I really do. Let me just make sure we're all good here. All right, cool. I'm going to do some free yes or no questions in the chat for anyone who is still watching. You're welcome, Jason. You're welcome. Oh, I'm welcome. Thank you. All right, Sand. I don't know if you're still here, but I'm going to answer your free question, okay? Hi, Catherine. How are you? All right, let's see. Sand, you said, is my relationship, oh shoot, I still got Jason on the screen. Is my relationship with you meant to be romantic? Yes or no? Okay. Is Sand's relationship with you meant to be romantic? Yes or no? Oh. All right, I feel like yes, and something shocking could be happening soon that's going to confirm that for you. So you have the Tower to the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is, ultimate romance and love and devotion. The Tower is just kind of something unexpected. So you may be really thinking too much into maybe this is not meant to be, but something very shocking that's going to blow up in your face is going to show you that this is meant to be. Okay, so this is kind of like a reassuring answer here, I feel, or it should be. Hopefully, it is. All right, Catherine, you want to know, is Richie thinking of you lately? Okay, let's see. Is Richie thinking of Catherine lately? Yes or no? Ooh, yes, Catherine. Yes, 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 yes. 100% yes. 1000 times yes. Infinity yes. Okay. I have a new deck. I'm going to try to like try it out on you guys. Clarify the sun. It's a thick deck, y'all. All right. Clarify the sun. Okay. Also, too, someone's sibling could have could have brought you up. I don't know if he has a sibling or if you have a sibling. Someone's sibling brought you up recently. So if he has a brother or a sister, someone could have brought you up or referenced you, made him think of you in a positive way. Or maybe if you have a sibling, maybe they asked you about Richie most recently. I also feel like he could be watching you, like secretively. Okay, ever since maybe his sibling brought you up. So that's interesting. Mhm. He's a little sneaky little one, isn't he? All right, Yen, I see your question. Ooh, okay, Yen. All right, Spirit, will Yin meet a provider? Oh, you found out he broke up with Raquel, period. I mean, not period. That's horrible. Okay, sorry. Will Yin meet a provider man soon? Yes or no? Will Yin meet a provider man soon? Yes or no? Let's see. Page of Cups, yes, you will. This person could be a secret admirer. So when they do first meet you, they won't say anything. They'll kind of like tread lightly because they could be very emotionally sensitive. Okay. But very loyal person with the Page of Cups, but very emotionally sensitive. So this is someone who's very shy, scared to express their feelings because they don't know how you're going to react, type of vibe. This person will want a commitment from you with the Hierophant. Okay. I'm going to use the deck too to see more about this person. Think about the Page of Cups. Think about the Page of Cups for Yin's provider man coming towards her. Oh my God. What? All right, anyway. Sorry, y'all. All right, we have Quagmire. You know Quagmire from American Dad? No, it's not American Dad, from Family Guy. And we have Trapdoor right there set up. So someone's gonna try to lure you in because they're too afraid to just say what they want to say. So this person's gonna try to lure you in. Could be trying to lure you in with gifts or like money. I don't know. Instead of just saying that they want to date, they're gonna try to trap you, like put the cheese out to the trap. Okay, so that is crazy as hell. And it also shows that you will be the dominant in this situation. Okay, you will be the dominant in this situation for sure. I also see you having an avoidant energy. So you could be a runner and this person's going to be the chaser. Or, sorry, you're going to be the runner and they're going to be the trapper. Okay. Okay. All right. That was funny. That is funny. Am I not a lesbian? Whoa, slow down, slow down. That's too fast. I feel a lot of love for you who is a man but thought I was gay. Oh, well, let me tell you something. Not to get into my business, but that's very normal over here on this side of town, okay? I've had a lot of a lot of gay admirers, and I feel very like I feel special because gay people have aesthetic. They have a great eye for aesthetic, okay? So I'm very, very, very flattered right now, and I'm up for a date. Okay, period. All right, let's see. So you're saying, am I not a lesbian? I feel like I have a lot of love for you, who is a man. Okay. Oh, you're not talking about me. Shit. Anyway, let's move on. No, y'all. Stan is not talking about me. You as a whole person. All right, sorry. Let me just stick to reading because that's what I do. Oh Lord. Okay. All right. So is Stan truly is Stan truly a lesbian? Yes or no? I'm dying. Okay, page of wands, you are. You are. But page of wands is not very strong. So you could be on the cusp. You could be like maybe getting into the bi-curious state, and that's okay. Because the page of wands is like a interest in something, but it's not like a full commitment. You understand what I'm saying? So you could be a little more on the bi side, okay? Ah, all right, hold on. Clarify the page of wands for sand about you. Y'all, I'm dying. Mhm. All right, clarify the page of wands. Okay, we have optimism here. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Maybe you feel more like you may feel like you have more positive romantic experiences with women, but you also haven't really tried as much your luck with men, and that is also something that you may have an interest for as well. So you should try it. I feel like things feel like a little bit more smoother for you with women versus men. But if you try it, you never know where you may go, what you may get. Okay. So that's what I'm getting. You're very optimistic when it comes to your lesbian energy because things usually go very well. But you haven't really tried your luck with men and you are starting to have an interest in a man. So I think you should go for it. Try it out. I think with also with men here, you may get more of that like pentacles energy from a man, more stability and security, more of a provider energy, more investment or commitment from a man than you got with women actually, which is interesting, okay? So I would say try it out. Try your luck. I'm trying to put the pieces together since in these readings you said it is supposed to be romantic. I also felt intuitively that he is the one. I'm just so confused. Oh Lord. That sounds like a dilemma. That sounds like a dilemma. So that's why you're asking all these questions like, is it supposed to be romantic or is it supposed to be platonic? Now I get it. Now I get why you're asking those questions. But all the answers that have been coming out are giving you a big yes. So, I kind of would just go with that, especially following your intuition. I think a lot of people rely on logic and rational energy all the time, which is great, but following your dreams, follow your intuition, following your emotional nudges are also really good and can land you in really great outcomes as well. So I would say try your luck or maybe sit on it for like, a little bit, but don't sit on it for too long. Don't be afraid to make a move. Because again, I also see something about how men can provide you better security. So I don't know if that's something that you desire You want more security, stability. You want someone who like really shows up and has your back. I feel like you would get that from a masculine for you, you know? Anyway, that was a key. That was funny. Oh lordy, that was funny. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry. That makes sense. Me thinking I'm a lesbian is actually new. Oh, I used to dream about that provider man archetype. See, you and Yin got some similarities. You, Yin, and me got some similarities. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. If you dream about that, like Cups energy is about your dreams, it's about your feelings, emotions, and your intuition. So something keeps nudging you to go for it, maybe because the circumstances are very likely for you to have it. So I'll just say that, you know? Yeah, as soon as you think you're gay, here he comes. Exact. But, you know, good for you for having your options and just going where you flow. There's Ooh, sorry, y'all. Every time I drink this water, it's making me want to burp. Try your luck, San. Don't be such a scaredy cat. Try your luck. This could be a really like positive time for you to align with that archetype. You understand? So I would hate for you to like have these emotions and not go for it because something really beautiful could come out of that. Most def. Hold on. Oops. Ah. Let me check this. Okay. We have another question, y'all. Hold on. All right, Pauline, I see your question. San, I thought you were saying that you're a gay man. I'm so sorry. Catherine, no worries, no worries. But you know what? This is a great time to get a reading off my website because I have a special going on right now. And I'm even thinking about dropping like a discount code on the community post probably on Monday. So look out for that. All right. Let me go ahead and do Pauline. Hi, Pauline. Oops, not Jason. Okay. Yeah, what a roller coaster for real. Yeah. All right, Pauline, this one is for you. You said, are T and his wife really going to work things out or will he come back to you? All right, let's see. All right, will T and his wife really work things out or will he come back to Pauline? Give me some messages about this. Will T and his wife really work things out? Yes or no? All right. Will he come back to Pauline? Yes or no? All right. So what I see here is for him working things out with his wife right now. I definitely see them working things out. We have the Four of Wands, which is like home life and stability and your foundation. They could be trying to regroup the home, okay, or regroup their foundation. And the Chariot is like being successful in that pursuit. So this also could be like a concern that he has about his assets, like whatever assets he has with his wife, and not wanting to split that or not wanting to lose out on that. It's like when you're not wanting to uproot your foundation to go elsewhere because you built something here, you put a lot of effort here, you don't want to lose out on your investment. With the Chariot, this is like having a lot of willpower and taking control of the situation before it gets out of hand to have a successful turnaround. So right now in this current energy, it's really it looks like they're really going to be working really hard to get things back on track. Let's see what's going on with that. Hold on. Tell me more about this. Oh, yeah, look at this. So we have the card of contracts, commitment, obligation, and agreement. He could just be trying to avoid the disaster of a divorce and like losing out on certain things that he invested in the relationship. All right. We also have chaos here. So there's a lot of drama that they're going to have to, there's a lot to clean up in this situation. But right now, he's putting on a really good guy act and having a lot of willpower to and motivation to get this back together. He could be coming to some type of agreement with her that yes, we're going to work things out, but it also has something to do with like what he's obligated to give up if they were to go separate ways. It could be something that means a lot to him, okay? Now, when it comes to if he's going to come back to you, we have the Two of Swords. So he's very indecisive about this right now. He can't make up his mind. He could feel stuck between you and her. We have the Emperor here. So this talks about doing the most responsible thing possible. And I feel like the most responsible thing that he could feel right now is probably trying to work things out with his wife before things get nastier. Okay. Let's see how he feels about that. So he could be telling her, like, no, I'm not going to go back to Pauline, but he really hasn't made up his mind about that. Tell me about the Emperor and the Two of Swords. All right. I'm seeing that you're going to keep the door open for him. I'm thinking about that song. You're going to keep access open to him. You're not going to retaliate or like block him or not talk to him or not put out there that you want him to stay away. So there's open access and I feel like it's very tempting for him. Like he knows that he can come to you. He knows that you're going to receive him with open arms. It's very tempting for him right now. And then we have the trap card too. So he could feel very lured by your energy. He could feel very tempted right now towards you, but he's trying to do the most responsible thing. So he could be having the Chariot is a lot of willpower. So even though you have this energy that's very alluring for him, he may right now just try to cut out the chaos, clear the drama. He could be tired of the drama. He could be afraid of the threats of losing things that he invested. And so I see for like at least right now, he's going to stay away. But he is very tempted to come towards you again. He may just be trying to avoid any more drama. Okay. So that's why I see in this current energy right now. Like they could have most recently had a talk about making things right and fixing things before it got into a disaster. But I don't know how long that's going to stand because you have the kind of like the lure, you have like this motivation or this temptation to come towards you. So I don't know how long that's going to stand, honestly. So that's what I have, Pauline. What? What did they say? Let me see something. I don't know if Pauline's in here, but I don't know. Oh, there you are, Pauline. Did you see the reading? Oh, you're here. Okay. I don't know why. It's like showing me like that it was no one was in here. So I was like, "Oh my god." Okay, yes. Go if you circle back, if you rewind, you'll see I just did your reading. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I was thinking that it's something with my live stream. Yeah, if you rewind back, you can see your reading. And if you have a follow-up question that you just want to ask me like on the fly, you don't have to donate, then let me know. Okay. Because I'm probably about to get off of here very soon. It seems like it's dying down. Does he miss you? Okay. What's his name? T, right? I think his name is T. Yes. All right. Does T miss Pauline? Yes or no? Does T miss Pauline? Yes or no? Oh, Tristan, that's his name. Okay. Does Tristan miss Pauline? Yes or no? Hmm. Okay, so this is very interesting. So we have the Two of Pentacles here. So he may feel like very overwhelmed trying to juggle his feelings for you and also trying to prioritize maybe getting his, wife in good terms with him. So he feels very overwhelmed by his thoughts by you. And I know this too because the Eight of Swords is here. The Eight of Swords is when you feel trapped or confined in your emotions. So he could have like a sadness or overwhelm right now about his emotions from you. He could be trying to like detach or just not go one day without thinking about you because he feels like he can't take action towards you. Okay. And then we also have the Five of Swords as well. So I don't know if you guys got into a nasty argument or there's been nasty arguments about you with him and his wife. And that's something that brings him a lot of stress as well. I'm going to clarify these for you, okay? Tell me about the Eight of Swords. All right, Libra energy is coming out. So I don't know who's the Libra, but also Libra energy is about being very balanced, okay? So he could be trying to like balance out his feelings for you, like trying to like not think about you so much because he can't take action. He feels controlled right now. He may feel manipulated right now. He may feel like he can't really come towards you. He can't call you. He can't text you. So he could be trying to balance out his emotions with detachment. Libra energy is also a big romantic energy and very charming energy. So he may feel like he really likes that about you that he doesn't have in his home. You could have a more easygoing energy than his wife, basically. Tell me more about the Eight of Swords. All right. Yeah. You bring him a lot of peace, harmony, and calm. Right now, he's dealing with a lot of drama and he's also on heavy surveillance. So he misses that a lot about you, how you would bring calm to his mind. You would kind of like make his days feel lighter. What's the Five of Swords? Five of Swords. All right. Ooh, okay. So he's dealing with a narcissist. And he's been having a lot of like really nasty fights and arguments with this female, with this woman. All right. And especially over you too. Like you've been brought up a lot in conversation with this narcissist. Let's see what else is here. All right. He has a lot of like you bring back an optimistic side out of him, one where he feels really hopeful about his life and like things could turn around better and that romance could be very beautiful, like how love can be beautiful, or you can have a connection that you're deeply like in tune with the person. You can have a relationship where someone brings you peace and clarity. You can have a relationship where you feel lovey-dovey and romantic again. There's a spark when he's around you that he doesn't really feel with the other person. And he may feel like that person's very narcissistic. So even in these arguments where she's bringing you up, he may really want her to understand why he may have, in the first place, strayed from that situation to go towards someone who is more agreeable with him. All right. But of course, she's not going to see that because she's also hurt as well. So there's that. You make him feel like an alpha or like a masculine, so you don't emasculate him. And I think he's been going through that in that situation. So he's really like, you make him feel like a true king. All right. That's something that he really appreciates and loves about you. So I feel like he does miss you a lot. I feel like he misses the peace, the calm, the nurturing that you would give him, maybe even your submissive nature of just showing him like he's a leader, that kind of thing, and just always being in a positive, not bringing drama his way, that kind of vibe. So he does miss you a lot, but he also feels like he can't act on his feelings. So he feels kind of imprisoned by his feelings. It's kind of like torture thinking about you in the predicament that he's in right now. All right. Will this no contact end between Pauline and Tristan? Yes or no? Will this no contact end between Pauline and Tristan? Yes or no? All right, we have the Nine of Swords and the Hierophant. So it's not going to end right now. I feel like right now he could be really in his head about what move to make. He also could be very paranoid of getting caught because the Hierophant, because he's married. Okay. So it's like I'm too paranoid to reach out because maybe I'm being heavily surveillance with that Eight of Swords that we've seen, and I'm paranoid, you know? But he does have a lot of sleepless nights over this situation. He's kind of like stays up really late thinking about this and what he could do, but too afraid to act on it. All right, he's thinking about you, his divine feminine. So he just sees a lot of positivity from who you are. He misses that, but he knows that he can't come forward to you. He also may be wondering like if you're hurt by the situation and wishing that he could be there for you. All right. And he's dealing with some very pretentious type of woman. So whoever this woman is for him is very like brags a lot. She could be like superficial. She could be someone who doesn't have happiness in her life and brags about like her assets or what she has or even being a wife. I don't know. He sees her as that. So he may feel like she's not all that when she feels that way. He may feel like he's better suited with someone like you who's more humble and doesn't need to show off, but you got it like that. So that's very telling. All right, but also too, there's some way that he could be reaching out to you that's going to be very shocking. All right, so you could be getting some type of surprise message from him, but I don't see it being back and forth. It's almost like he sent it and he's not going to respond if you responded, you know? But it's a very nice, sweet message. So look out for that. You could be getting a surprise message from him, but I see that if you go to try to respond, it's not going to go through. Sand, you said, even though the cards in my intuition have said he's the one, was I right to think you isn't aligned or healthy for me because he has taken me for granted and neglected me in our friendship? Okay, so this is what the universe is wanting to say. It's not really giving like a yes or a no. It's giving like telling you what could happen in the future, right? So you have the four swords here, which means that you are taking some type of break from this friendship. He may not be able to show his emotions right now because he feels emotionally exhausted. So maybe even someone else that he dated could have had like a lot of antics with their emotions and it was exhausting for him. And then you coming through and saying like, "Oh, you're not treating me well, blah blah blah," as a friend, he may feel like that's emotionally exhausting. So he may just be taking a break. But the four of swords is like taking a nap and you always wake up. It's not like a permanent separation or no communication. He will be reaching out again. And when he comes out of this energy of being kind of detached or aloof, there is longevity in this connection between you two. It could be a long term relationship. You could be getting the ultimate commitment from him. Things are going to turn around. So you don't have to, overthink the situation or even think negatively. There's a positive outcome, but it takes a pause in this connection first and foremost. So it's kind of like when your favorite show, you binge watched it, and now the next episode is not coming out till next Monday. So what do you do until that time comes for you to get excited about your show? You kind of watch other shows. You kind of stay busy. You keep yourself distracted so you don't obsess over the next show that's coming out. You have to like stay very grounded and know that what's for you is for you and it cannot miss you with that 10 of Pentacles. Tell me more about the situation for Sam. Yes, Pauline, no problem. No problem, no problem. All right, this connection is going to go through some type of death energy, which is transformation. So there's going to be rebirth, which means that this is going to start up again. There's going to be transformation. And with this energy kind of being like death card, it's about like a glow up. So first and foremost, things are going to be way different than what it was before. Don't expect him to come towards you the same way, being maybe detached, aloof, nonchalant. He's going to come towards you in a more committed way with that 10 of Pentacles. You're going to have an upgrade in this connection in some sort of way. All right. There's a deep transformation happening behind the scenes. All right. Let's see. Right now, he's very avoidant with that runner energy, but that will change. That will change once he's ready to come towards you. You got to let him come towards you with that Four of Swords, because Four of Swords, when someone's in that Four of Swords, it's almost like they're putting that do not disturb sign up. It has nothing to do with you. It's more so for everyone. It's for the collective. Like, I just cannot be bothered right now. I'm overstimulated. Okay. But once he comes out of that, there's some type of deep, long commitment coming towards you. I feel like when this relationship comes in for you, it's going to be something that you're going to be able to brag about. We have pretentious here. So you may be bragging about how good things get between you two. Okay. And then we also have spirit guides. So your angels are supporting this connection, but they also may be asking you to have a little bit more patience for things to play out the way that you feel them to. You may already be tuned in to what this can be, but he hasn't really unlocked that yet. He could be too focused on maybe calming his mind based off of what he's dealt with in the past. Okay. But the Four of Swords is a very short break. It's very short. Once someone wakes up out of that, they're ready to go. They feel vitality, they feel synergy, they're ready to go. Hi, Stargate Enterprises. How are you? All right, guys, I'm going to be getting off in a little bit. So if you have any last yes or no questions that you want me to ask, go ahead and shoot them at me because I need to go to bed so I can wake up early and push out more content tomorrow. I want to try to do a live all signs reading tomorrow, hopefully. And I haven't done one in a while. So hopefully that goes well. Yeah, that was T. That was T. That was very deep, right? With the even the angel card coming out, and then pretentious came out, which is funny because the 10 of pentacles is there. So pretentious is really is something to brag about. Oh, don't worry, Stargate. Let's go ahead and just run that, okay? Because you came in just now, and I'm glad for you to come in. So let's just run that. Let's see. All right. Why does Jake, the Aquarius, dislike you so much? Oh my God. Okay. And your name is Devi. That's a beautiful name. All right. So why you said why does he hate you? Oh my God. Okay. So why does Jake, the Aquarius, dislike Devi so much? What's up with that? All right. Okay, so Two of Pentacles talks about balance, like balance, okay? And I feel like maybe he feels like you lost the balance between you and him. So in ways that this can show up with the Temperance, he may feel like you do things in excess, like you do too much, okay? So for example, excuse me, sorry. Maybe he felt like you were calling him too much. Maybe he felt like you were texting too much. Maybe he felt like you were doing something else too much. Because temperance is a positive card, but if you're asking why does he not like you, or hate is a very strong word, but it could be the opposite of temperance, which is like kind of doing it a little bit too much, not keeping things in balance, not being in perfect moderation, but going heavy on something. And that may have been a little bit too much for him to handle. All right. Let's see how that what that means. All right, so something to do with texting or calling. Maybe you called him or texted him way too much, and that was a little bit much for him, too much for him to handle. Okay. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles, again, is a card of patience. So if this is why he disliked you, he may have felt like you were very impatient with him, you know, maybe very impatient with his time, or for him to show up in ways that you would have liked. So he may have felt like you just had not that great of patience when it came to the connection developing. So tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. Whoa. All right. So if you felt like he was not doing something at your speed, maybe you spread gossip about him or you trash talked him instead of just giving him time to actually show up. And he didn't like that. Okay. And then we have the 10 of Cups. So the 10 of Cups is like a lot of love and devotion. He may feel like you devoted yourself to him way too fast, way too early. Like you didn't allow the feelings to develop on his end. Especially being an Aquarius, they tend to be very detached. So, you know, like the 10 of Cups can be way too much for an Aquarius type, you know? But you showed up with all the love. And maybe he just felt like his feelings didn't develop that quickly. Something about the 10 of Cups. All right. Yeah. So he kind of ran from that deep love that you were giving him, which this is a blessing to have. Like, who wouldn't want someone who's very devoted to them? But for an Aquarius type who is naturally detached and very nonchalant, it could have been a little suffocating. So he definitely felt like he needed to run, or he felt very avoidant. He didn't feel like his feelings caught up to the extent that your feelings did at that time in that moment. He may feel like you didn't take time to really understand his personality with the Seven of Pentacles. And he may feel like you just called or texted him excessively. So that could have also threw him off a little bit. So that's why I'm like like that. Also the card that I seen like a very sweet genuine, devoted person on the bottom of the deck. So as I was reading this, I felt like your intentions weren't what he felt. You were very like, you were meant to be sweet. You were meant to show him love. You were meant to show him like you're very interested. But I don't know, sometimes Aquariuses can be a little weird. You know, I don't know if you ever had like a cat and how cats are way different than dogs and they're kind of avoidant and could be a little selfish at times. Sometimes Aquariuses, when they're just getting into friendships or romantic connections, they don't really want to be smothered with like so much love. They rather you kind of like have a certain mystery to yourself. And that's kind of what draws them in, you know? So I just don't think he met anyone like you before. And he wasn't prepared for that, okay? But there is going to be a big transformation here, okay? So some of the things that you said about him and he feels like you're just gossiping or trash talking him is actually the truth. Okay? Like he may try to act like, "Oh, the things that you're saying is insidious and absurd and you didn't give me time, so you just went and ran your big mouth." But some of the things that you were saying are actually the truth about him and it could have triggered him as well. Okay? So let's just lay that on the table. All right? Let's just lay that on the table because it seems like he's very avoidant. Like he has some healing to do in his life of like, why does love scare you? That kind of vibe. So I definitely want to put that out there. Hi, Vibrant Beauty. How are you? You do have a cat. Well, some cats are very cute and cuddly, but some of them are just act like assholes. And that's the best way I could describe sometimes certain Aquariuses. It's not a bad thing. It's just who they are. They're just kind of detached. And if they do latch on, it's because they really love the mystery in something. They want to figure it out. So if you can use that to your advantage and just know that if you give him a little bit more mystery, that's something that he will naturally be attracted to. Okay. All right, Vibrant Beauty, I'll be waiting for you. Thank you, Vibrant. Let me know when you do it, Vibrant, so I can check. And then I'll get started for you, okay? Yeah, but it's nothing to feel bad about. Don't feel bad. Just take that with how as it is and, keep doing you because eventually he will wish that he had someone that loved him or cared about him as strongly as you do. All right. Hi, Queen Q. Yes, I am. I am. If you're interested, I'm going to be getting off soon. So make sure to send your questions, like right now. my ex. Oh, you do? I like it too. I like it too. I feel like it's super easy. I feel like it's super, super easy to use. I like it. It's very credible too because I like it for like even like as a customer because it kind of like doesn't allow the creator to withdraw the money right away. It keeps it in there like which is good for integrity. So I like it. I think it's great for like the client and it's also really great for the creator. It's great for taxes as well. So I love it. I love it. It's super user friendly. Yeah, and that's number 1, okay? That's number 1. Okay, so Vibrant Beauty, I'm going to do your questions and then Queen Q, I'll do your question last, okay? All righty. All right, Marissa. All right, Marissa. Let me do this really quickly. Thank you guys for joining in. I know it's kind of last minute, but thank you guys for joining in. All right. I'll be doing this tomorrow night too and Sunday night, guys. So Let someone know to come check it out. I'll be doing these again during the night time. All right. Yeah, Vibrant. I have October special right now, so it's gonna be really good to book in October because I have discounted prices. So definitely check that out. When you want to, when you want to. All right, let me do your question now. You want to know what's going to happen in love for you between now and the end of the year. Okay, let's see. All right, Spirit, give me some messages, please, from Marissa. What's going to happen in love for Marissa between now and the end of the year? What's going to happen in love for Marissa between now and the end of the year? Alrighty. We have the star, so you could find yourself healing from maybe any past wounds you had in love. So anything from the past that kind of hurt you, that you're disappointed about, you're releasing during this end of the year season. Okay, so that's really good. The star also talks about a lot of popularity. So you may see a lot of people coming towards you, flirting with you, trying to charm you. Definitely. The star also talks about like, two things I want to say. Okay, first thing I want to say, the star talks about like your aesthetic and you glowing. So you could just have a really vibrant glow right now that is catching the attention of a lot of people. The star also talks about like something very unexpected happening, a wish fulfillment. So it's like when the odds are really against you, you're able to pull through with some type of blessing or a favorable outcome. So it could feel like love is really against you right now. The odds are not in your favor. People are not really biting on, but there's something, sorry, my nose is itchy. There's something that shocking and very beautiful that's going to happen that you're going to get this wish fulfillment by the end of the year. Okay. Now, the first thing I'm seeing here is the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is like, Seven of Wands is a very talented, skilled person. So when it comes to your romantic life, it could show that you're a really big, eligible bachelorette. Like people should be swarming at your door. You are, a very vibrant, beautiful, and also great woman. So it shows that you kind of are like, you stand the test of time over other women or other, available people. But the Seven of Wands talks about like having to prove yourself, feeling like you have to prove yourself, not having a lot of support, all odds against you. So as you are standing very confidently and you're putting yourself out there and you're ready for love, it just feels like no one is really like latching on. Everybody's watching, but no one's taking action. Because the Seven of Wands also talks about like a crowd, and the crowd is not cheering until they see how you perform. So it's kind of like sometimes you're like, okay, there's no one here supporting me really. So when it comes to your love life, I see people like admiring you, watching you, interested in you, but no one's like having the courage to actually do something. Okay. And that's in the very beginning of the rest of this year. So this could be like right now in early November, you're feeling that way. You're putting yourself out there, you're looking your best, you're glowing. You see people are interested, but no one's really taking action. Tell me about the Seven of Wands. Aaron, I'll do your question after I do Vibrant Beauties and also Stargate. All right. So Seven of Wands is being clarified by this card of isolation. So this is feeling alone. Like I'm putting myself out there. People are watching me from afar, but no one's taking action. And what else is the Seven of Wands? All right, but there is a surprise coming towards you, and we haven't got to that yet, but I guess now they're telling me to talk about it. Talk about it. Also, again, with that star card of like healing your past wounds and feeling very glowy and vibrant, and lots of people, feeling confident, you're going to be very empowered. So you're not the one who's hiding under a rock. You're showing yourself, but it's almost like people are too intimidated to say something. But like I said, something shocking may happen with that star card. You're getting wish fulfillment, even if the odds are really against you. So the 6 of Cups, there could be someone from your past that's coming towards you, or this could be a new person that feels very nostalgic, almost like you've met them before. Okay. So tell me about the 6 of Cups. Who is this person coming towards Vibrant Beauty? Who is this person coming towards Vibrant Beauty? Ooh. Okay, this is someone who's a little bit of a show off. So if this is someone from your past, they could be doing extremely well for themselves right now. And the way that they're going to try to get your attention is by showing off like their luxuries, or showing off their achievements, their success, showing off their new car, showing off how much money they have, showing off maybe with a really nice date. Okay, so this is a show off. This is a big show off. They really want to try to lure you in by showing off. Okay. What else can you tell me about this person? Look out for maybe a Scorpio energy. Let's see. All right. Also, very nosy person coming towards you. I don't know who the hell this is, but why are they so nosy? So they want to know who you're dating, who you're seeing, what's going on in your life. They want to know everything about you right now. Okay. So I don't know. This person's very interesting. This person is being handed to you from God. So there is something very purposeful behind this. This person also, something about their siblings, or they may know your siblings. Okay. Let me see what else is here. But they're nosy as hell. What the hell? Oh, you said there's a rich guy I want to come back. Huge show off. Oh, Lord. And he's nosy too? All right. Oh, okay. This person has really good karma in life, because even though they're kind of nosy, even though they kind of like not humble about what they have, they're a good person. They've done a lot of good deeds in their lifetime. So they have high spiritual rank to your spirit guides or to God Himself. This person is highly valued and very protected in life because they have a good heart. Okay. So that's nice. Now, the 5 of Wands, there is a little bit of like difficulties in this taking off, and we'll see why that is. Now, the 5 of Wands is easily overcome. So even if there's difficulties, it's very like minuscule. It's not a big deal, but let's see what that is. What's the 5 of Wands? Oh, okay. What else is this? Okay. Who is this? Who is this person? Okay. Also, there's a Leo here. I don't know if this is someone's ex. Let me see. Is this person's ex? Who is this person? Yeah, it feels like it could be like an ex or something with the compromise card. This person could be also, with that Leo energy, very prideful. So if he's starting to put his focus towards you and his energy towards you and his money towards you, this Leo could be getting very, first of all, let me tell you about Leo energy. This, whoever this is, could be getting very prideful about this, but because they're coming off as that Leo energy, this could be someone who also, one thing I know about Leos, sometimes they can be very vengeful. Okay. And so the cards that are coming out about this feminine, whoever this is, she has intent to hurt or harm him. Now the gun seems very like dramatic, and the 5 of Wands is not a dramatic card. It's kind of petty. So she could just be doing like drama. She could just be bringing drama. She also wants to maybe trap him as well with the Quagmire card. So she could be trying to trap him. She could be trying to hurt him and also trap him to keep him around. Seems like a very vengeful spirit. And this person could be really hurt. Their ego is really hurt that maybe he is moving on with you. Okay. So don't let the pew pew in that card scare you, because the Five of Wands is not that deep. Okay, it's just saying that this whoever this is has revenge on her mind, maybe because now he's dealing with you. So there is something very drama filled with that. But like I said, the Five of Wands is like, it's so petty and it's so minuscule, it can be easily overcome. So let's see how he will deal with the situation. The Hermit. Okay, so this is how he's been dealing with the situation. This is why she's mad. He ghosted her or blocked her. Okay. He's going where the grass is greener. So he may see you as the grass is greener. She's going to be really hurt by this. All right. Tell me about the outcome of that situation. All right, Page of Cups. She could be trying to hit on him again or show interest in him. She could be coming forward and trying to apologize. She may want an apology from him, whatever it may be. She, probably is very materialistic in some way, or she was banking on him maybe putting a deeper commitment towards her, like making her a wife or fiance. It doesn't look like that's happening. So she could be very vengeful and bringing drama his way. I wouldn't be worried about this because it's just the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is like nothing. It's something, but it's like easily overcome. Okay. So just know that you're gonna be making some chick mad, obviously. Obviously. Is he a Scorpio or no? Hi, Pisces. Hi, Pisces moon. How was your day today? All right. So that's what I have for you, Marissa. So, oh, he's a Pisces. Okay, but he's going to be acting like a Scorpio when he comes towards you. So he's going to be very loyal, but also could be very like dominant. He could also be very secretive about that situation that is going to be bringing some drama towards you. Okay. So he may not be letting on everything that happened or the fact that he just got out of a situation and just blocked the chick. He may not be giving that on. He can be very possessive of you as well. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, I don't feel like it's going to be a big deal, but it could be like, okay, you kind of didn't let me know what you had going on that you're kind of bringing my way. So definitely do see that. All right. And then hold on. Let me see who else I was supposed to do. Hold on. Not my stomach growling. Oh, Yin, you're here too? Okay. Oh, okay. I think it was Stargate. Thank you, Marissa. I wish you the best with that situation. Wait a minute. I don't know who's still in here. Okay, let me do Queen Q. Will you and your boyfriend find a couch for your apartment tomorrow? Okay. That's a very practical question. All right, so will Queen Q and her boyfriend find a couch for their apartment tomorrow? Will they find a couch for their apartment tomorrow? Yes or no? No. No. Okay, no. Let's see why. That's a hell no, by the way. The Ten of Swords is a hell no. So let's see why. That sounds kind of dramatic. All right, something about like judging maybe the shop that you guys are going to or the store. You'll be judging it. Like maybe you'll feel like the couches are too cheap. Maybe you'll be judging the prices. You'll feel like you'll be called to do something else. You're going to make a grand decision to not fuck with it. Excuse my language. And something about whoever the manager or the boss is at the store could be very off-putting for you, okay? This person could be like really swaying your decision to say, hell no, we're not buying anything from here. So if you haven't already, you may need to come up with like some backup options of shops that you can go to. You may want to do some research in your area. If you have TikTok, what I have done, you can look up like affordable furniture and put your city, and you'll see like people dropping videos of like furniture places that they go to. So you may want to pick up some more options because whatever your main option is a hell no. Okay. All right. Um, I think Aaron is next. All right, Aaron, you want to know, should you focus on the Taurus? Should Aaron focus on the Taurus? Yes or no? Eight of Cups, no. Okay, the Taurus could be emotionally distancing themselves. They could be detaching from you for some reason. Okay, let's see what that's about. All right, they could be looking for attention elsewhere. They also could think that they're maybe bigger than a program. So, this is kind of like taking you for granted or overlooking you for other options. I feel like you shouldn't pursue someone like that. So, you may be like vying for this Taurus's attention, then you see that they're ignoring you and trying to get attention from other people. And that's not a good feeling. So, if they're walking away and they're distancing themselves emotionally, you should follow suit. You don't need this person. If they think they're bigger than the program, that's just not a vibe that you should chase. Okay. All right, Yin, you want to know, will you get a new car soon? Okay. Will Yin get a new car soon? Yes or no? Yes. You could get a really flashy car too with the Six of Wands. You could get a very, very flashy car, something that you can show off. Yeah, you have two yeses here. Even with the Page of Wands, this is good news or something to get excited about. So some type of flashy car coming your way that you're going to be very excited to drive around. Could be, you could have put down a nice penny to get it, or, it could be a hefty monthly payment. I don't know. But it's also like an upgrade from what you're used to. So that's always good. That's always a good thing. All right, let's see. OMG, it's been a long day. I was supposed to go live, but I ended up falling asleep. You probably needed it. You probably needed it, Pisces moon, because, if you're like a hard worker, I see your work ethic. You inspire me even. So you probably needed that nap, okay? You probably needed that nap. But I'm hoping October is a very fruitful month for you. I want you to make so much money, and, I'm just wishing the best for you. I'm wishing the best for you. I've been trying to think of like something we could collab and do. So I haven't really figured it out yet, but I'm trying to figure that out because I definitely want to do that. I definitely feel like, it's just good energy. Oof, I'm doing good. I'm tired. Um, I'm tired, hair looking crazy and shit. Lips are dry and cracked. I'm a little tired, but I'm trying to grind out this month too. I'm trying to be more productive. I feel like I'm in a really healthy space in my life right now. I feel happy most days, not 100%, because some days you get down on yourself, but I feel much, 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 much happier in life. And I'm trying to make sure that I'm doing the most for myself. And one of my biggest goals is just success and upgrading my life. So I've just been trying to be focused on that. I've been trying to be very disciplined. I've been working out this week. I started working out this week, so I'm trying to be disciplined with that. I put myself on a schedule recently, which I never do. So that's been interesting, and I'm going to try to be better with that as well. And I'm just trying to like stay focused so I don't lead into temptation or distractions because I've had those cycles in the past. I don't have the need right now to feel tempted by anyone. I'm very detached, but you never know. You never know what life throws at you. Okay. You never know. Oh shit. People are dropping some questions. Yes, we definitely have to figure it out. We will figure it out. You know, I know this month is gonna be very busy for both of us, but I'm pretty sure like I just need to text you and just see what's tea. Cause it's I feel like it would be so nice and so cute. And I've been thinking about it. It's been on my mind lately. Seriously. I don't know if you've been thinking about me, but I've been thinking about you, Pisces. I don't know what that's about. Okay. So maybe we can get something going on. All right. That's Sabrina. Will Mike reach back out? Yes or no? Will Mike reach back out to Sabrina? Yes or no? Yes. I think he no I think sorry. I feel like he sees you like in a very radiant and regal energy like a wifey, okay? He has a lot of respect for you, so he's going to reach out. He could be struggling right now with his emotional side, but he still feels like out of respect, he should reach out and say something. He wouldn't feel right going longer not speaking to you. He feels like it's just the respectful thing to do because he thinks of you very highly. Yeah, he thinks of you very highly. And he also, even though he's not really emotional and he could be a little detached, nonchalant, aloof right now, he thinks about your emotions and how you're feeling. And he wouldn't feel right if you're feeling disappointed. And he has too much respect to let you go disappointed. So he will be reaching out to you. Yes, it's time to collect, okay? It's time to collect for sure. And, you know, the holidays are coming up. We got to get some presents for the people. And I want to buy presents for myself too. So I'm just trying to like push myself. I'm trying to push myself like the hardest. Now my stomach is growling. I'm trying to push myself right now. All right, XOXO. Okay, I don't answer medical questions, XOXO. I wish I could answer it for you, but I don't feel comfortable doing that because it's too touchy, it's too personal, and I would never wanna say the wrong thing for someone and then have that on my conscience. That just wouldn't feel good. But if you wanna ask a question, I'll answer it for free right now because 'cause I'm about to get off soon, so just go ahead and shoot your shot, but please no medical questions, okay? Yeah, me too, Pisces moon. I'm really bad at schedules, but I said something has to give because I have goals right now. Like, I don't know, I've never been this driven and motivated, but it may be because I really healed myself. I was not in a good place not too long ago. Last year, beginning of this year, I was not in a good place. I have turned that around and I still have a lot of work to do. You know, I still have to like continue to keep myself in this space, but it's very healthy and it's what I prayed for. So I have to make it stick. Ooh, yeah, I can't answer any pregnancy questions, boo. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you have a do you have a deck at home? You could answer your own question. If you have a deck at home, you can answer your question. But I would not be able to answer that for you. Lioness of God, go ahead and shoot your question or your 2 questions, I don't mind. I'm sorry, XOXO. I wish I could, but I just can't. Man, I really feel like those subliminals really, like, did something for me. I feel like I was healed healed at least however much I needed to be healed at that moment, but when I started to really get into subliminals, I felt like something changed in me, and it's kinda corny, but it's really not because if people really got in tuned, they would understand, and so I just wanna continue to make subliminals and try to help people however I can. I mean, they're helping me a lot right now. They really are. They really, really are. Okay, Lioness of God. Will cloud wellness grow in 2026? All right. Will cloud wellness grow in 2026? Will cloud wellness grow in 2026? All right. So I see growth in the fact that you're going to be working really hard. You're going to have a lot of focus and concentration towards this business. So that's going to, give a lot of progress. And that's also going to give a lot of longevity. You also could become a master of whatever industry that is or whatever you're particularly offering to the world. So that's a good thing. You could be seen as the go to come to for whatever service or product that you're providing. But one thing that you do want to keep in mind for 2026 is to not be afraid. If you have any doubts or fears when it comes to maybe how you market, how you advertise, how you just talk about what you offer, you're going to have to step out of that. You're going to have to step into the unknown, what feels scary. And it's going to feel scary at first. It may feel embarrassing at first, but once you continue with repetition, it's going to stick and it's not going to feel that way. Plus, you're going to have unbelievable results that come from this that you're going to be really happy with yourself and fulfilled that kind of make it easy for you. So there's something that you could be very doubtful of or that you're limiting yourself on or that you feel very afraid and you feel like you can't do it, but you have to push yourself and really step into that realm because that could be a game changer for you. Like putting in all this work is great, but it doesn't mean anything if no one knows what type of work you're so good at. So you have to like step out of your comfort zone in 2026. Just try. Just try. And don't be afraid of failure because that's a limiting belief. And don't be afraid of embarrassment. I know it's like hard because even I deal with that, but you have to do it because if you have certain dreams for this business and you are envisioning it being at a certain place, then how are you going to get there if you don't take risk? Okay. So that's what I'm seeing. I see that may be really hard for you, but practice and you don't have to be perfect at it, right? So you can start little by little. You can do little things to kind of push yourself out there. It's kind of like, putting a toe in the water and then putting maybe all five toes and then putting your ankle in, and then you can creep into it if you need to. Ooh, Reiki. Yes. You definitely should learn that. There's so much money to be made from Reiki. There's so much money to be made from Reiki. It really helps people. I've seen like some really miraculous things done with Reiki, and it's just a good practice to have, especially if you like working with people or like groups. If you like meeting people one on one in their face, or even if you do it digitally, where you do it like through camera or videos, that could really take off. That would be a good one. Oops, sorry. Should I work on cloud wellness and cocoa ebony simultaneously? Yes or no? Should Lioness of God work on cloud wellness and cocoa ebony simultaneously? Why can I say that tonight? Jesus. Five of Wands. Three of Wands. When you first try to do this, they're going to clash in some way. Okay. Like something's going to clash. It's going to be hard for you to really focus on both. You're going to probably end up focusing on one that's taking off more than the other one. Right. But in that near future, after you give that a try and it probably doesn't work right, in the near future after that, you can expect that once things get to a more stable place with one of them, then you can kind of focus on the other. So it's going to happen, but I feel like when you first try it, it's going to be very awkward. It's going to feel like, okay, this is too much. it's my head is spinning. One thing is really soaring and taking off. The other thing is kind of staying stagnant. Like, what is this? You may choose to just focus on the one that has momentum, but kind of soon after that, like probably like 3 months after that, you're going to find a happy medium where you're able to do both. So if it's a little awkward at first, or if it's clashing at first, don't give up hope. Just kind of plan and have patience. Okay. Yes. Oh shit. I still have this on the screen. All right, free yes or no in the chat. So if you guys would like a yes or no, then come on and keep them rolling. Keep them rolling. Rolling. Okay. I think I'm losing it, y'all. Oh, you started. Okay, that's cute. That's cool. That's cool. So are you going to be taking like a class for it, or are you learning like through maybe like a mentor or online? I think so too. I've been making charm bracelets and keychains, customizing hats and stuff. I got to keep my hands busy. That's good. You already are really great on TikTok Live. You should start a TikTok shop. You should start a TikTok shop, and so that you can have your products like on the screen and do some like promo, advertisements and stuff. I would advertise it for you. Will love find you again? Okay, Darlene. Will love find Darlene again? Yes or no? All right, we have the Six of Cups. Yes, love will find you again. Could be someone that you're already familiar with, or when this person comes into your life, they'll feel like you have met them before. Something's going to be very familiar and comforting about this person. All right, Ace of Swords. All right, it's a new person. Okay, so this is a new person coming into your life that you guys kind of mesh very nicely. You guys could have similar interests or hobbies. This person's going to feel very comforting to you, very nostalgic. You'll feel like you've known them all your life. You guys get acquainted very easily. Also, this person could be an intellectual with the Ace of Swords. They are very honest and very truthful. They are really great with conversation. So that's one thing that you may really like and may be very nostalgic for you, is like how you're able to talk on the phone with this person all night long, or when you guys go on dates, it feels kind of like old love that you had with great conversation. There's something very nostalgic about that. This will be a very great love in your life. Okay, very devoted. Could be someone that you create a happy family with or a happy home with in that way. Feels like a big fulfillment. Very great love coming towards you, whoever this is. Let me see if I can get some more messages for you. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you're a widow. You will find love again. This person may remind you of your husband, which is kind of creepy, but also kind of cool. All right, let's see. Because it talks about nostalgia, like it makes you think of your past, or it makes you think of like someone you've known before. Let's see. Oh, okay. We have energy work here, which is so funny because we were just talking about that, Pisces. But with the energy work card here, this person may be able to like just has a very strong energetic aura around you. Like you can kind of feel their energy very intensely. This could be how you guys connect. So especially with that Ace of Swords, it's almost like this person come around you and feel if you're sad, feel if you're excited, feel if you're happy, but also like the sadness, right? They may feel that without you. Maybe you're trying to hide it. Maybe you're trying to downplay it. You're not really letting that be known. And they ask you about this. They like to talk things through, talk about your feelings. Okay. Also, too, you guys are going to be like so buddy or so close that you guys may end up like copying each other or being very similar. Okay. I don't know what this is, but I see you guys really like biting off of each other. So, like, he comes in, he has certain things that he likes. You start kind of adopting that sense. There's certain things that you like and certain interests that you have. He starts adopting that as well. So, it really gives like soulmate, like you guys are interconnected here. All right. This person's going to find you very alluring, very attractive. They're going to be super infatuated with you. At first, it may feel like just a lustful thing, like they're just wanting maybe to sleep with you, but it's going to be much deeper than that. Okay. All right. XOXO. I'm going to answer your will you be getting married soon? Let's see. All right. Will XOXO be getting married soon? Yes or no? All right. You definitely are going to have people who are attracted to you that are going to come towards you, and they could be marriage material. So you're attracting people in, right? But there's a big concern of your past. You may not be over the past, and that could be hindering you from moving to the next steps of marriage. Like, someone could be very attracted to you, they pursue you, they chase you, but then they may feel like you still have attachments to your past, and they may feel like that's something that you need to work through before they were able to pop the question or move forward with you. So that's something that you want to pay attention to. Okay. Let me see. It's almost like if someone wanted to propose, but if they feel like you're still stuck on your ex, then they're like, oh, I don't know if this person loves me as much as they love their ex, you know? All right, you could have a Libra coming towards you that is going to want to marry you, but there's also this concern about maybe your past or you still being stuck on something from the past. Let's see. Hmm. Okay, they may feel like you presented yourself to be like they may feel like you presented yourself to be like healed and, ready for love, ready for commitment, but they may see themes in you that you may be stuck on your past. I don't know if your ex could have been an Aries or if you're Aries. Yeah, they're going to see you as someone who's very sad, you see, or has a lot of grief about your past. And that could be holding them back from taking the next steps because they may feel like that's something that you need to overcome. They don't want to be committed to you, and maybe you're committed to the past or you're still stuck in the past in some way. So that's something you want to pay attention to and maybe like, look at, is there something from the past that still hurts you, and how can you heal from that so that you can be ready for your husband that is going to be coming in. Whoever this is that's going to be coming in towards you that is a potential husband, they're going to be very fair, very balanced, very diplomatic. They could be very charming, very romantic with that Libra energy. They could be a great dresser or really into fashion. All right. But they are going to be thinking that you haven't gotten over something. So that's going to be important for you to pay attention to. Okay. Money to be made on TikTok for real. I wanted to go live every day of October. I need 10,000 followers. You definitely can do it. I mean, listen, don't let like if you take a break throughout this, don't let that like stop you or make you feel like you failed. Keep going live. First of all, you're the most like disciplined person I know when I go on my TikTok of, I mean, who I follow. But I every time I go on TikTok, I'm literally going to scroll to catch a vibe. You're over here working so hard. So that is something to not be taken from you. That shows that obviously if you're staying so disciplined like that, you're going to get the progress. you're going to see that progress. You're going to get the 10K followers. You're going to get it quickly. I think you should go for it, you know? Do whatever you need to do. Make sure you're posting on all platforms that you're going live on TikTok too, and provide a link so that people, whoever's on your Instagram, whoever's on your YouTube, whoever's on your Twitter, whatever, that they have a link to meet you there. And make sure on your live, you're telling people to make sure that they're following you. Like if you're doing readings for people, before they scroll their big ass thumb to the next person, tell them, hey, make sure, give me a follow. Okay. Give me a follow. Okay. Why you say that, Pisces? Let me look at your Instagram. I don't think your Instagram is boo-boo. Let me see. Start putting more hashtags under your videos. Put more hashtags under your videos when you post on Instagram. Your page is public, so put more hashtags. If you need to know what hashtags to use ChatGPT and say, give me some hashtags for Instagram for my whatever video it is, and they're gonna give it to you. And then also make sure to put a hashtag as your name too. Like put hashtag Pisces Moon Tarot, because that's going to also help you as well. Do more hashtags, and if there's anything else that I see that can help you, then I will. And I'll make sure to post you this week too. I'll make sure to post you on my not tonight because you know everybody's sleeping, but like when everybody's up, I'll make sure to post you. Girl, you're gonna be just fine. You need to don't doubt yourself. I don't like that. Don't doubt yourself. You're gonna be just fine. I'm gonna text you tomorrow. I'm gonna text you tomorrow, and then like you know, we can help each other. Like I'm gonna give you what I know works for me. You can give me what you know works for you. We'll help each other this month. And that's just what it is gonna be. I'll text you tomorrow when I wake up. Sorry, I gotta itch my back, y'all. Yeah. We definitely can do that for sure. Cause I definitely want to like collab with you. I feel like, you know, I feel like we could help each other business wise, but also with the friendship too. I feel a strong connection. Mm. I'll text you tomorrow when I wake up, and then you know we'll just whatever questions that we have, we'll just talk about it there. I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna get off of here. Thanks, Darlene. Thanks for supporting the live, Darlene. Thank you, XOXO. Don't be mad at me, XOXO. Okay. XOXO, the question about the kids and stuff, like that's something that's okay. But like the other question, like about pregnancy, I can't answer. But you know, I'm gonna answer whatever I can to the best of my abilities. Okay, so don't be mad. All right. Y'all, good night. Have a good night, y'all. I'm about to get off. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, Pisces. Everybody get some rest tonight because that's what I'm about to do. Bye, y'all.